Hashtag no music, no intro. I told my a friend asked me to do this, and I said I would. Michael Thomas was right.
100%.
Michael Thomas was right. We are recapping the Thursday night football Saints Broncos game. We've been podcasting for almost 5 years. It'll be 5 years in April. We've been Saints fans longer than that. This feels as dark as the 2005 Saints season.
Dark, bro. Dark, bro. No hope in sight. I mean, it's trying to think. It has not been this dark since. I mean, will they win 7 games this year?
Absolutely not. No, sir.
There's no way they can win 7 games. So they would need to win 5 more games to win 7 games. If they don't win 7 games, it'll been since Katrina year that they haven't at least won 7 games. In the 21st century, they've only not won at least 7 games in one season, which was the Katrina year. Dennis Allen, your head coach.
I'll say this. I think they can get to 7 games if they fire Dennis Allen and they get that interim head coach bump. They get that Rich Bisaccia bump.
That vibe check.
Vibes. We already got super chats coming in. Shout out to our dude Justin. She says Gail $2 super chat. Gail needs to save the team. TC $4.99 super chat. Defense has given up 84 points in the past 2 weeks while being coached by a quote unquote defensive minded head coach. It is past time for change.
Past time. And the defense is, like Greg Rosenthal pointed out, go check out Greg Rosenthal, NFL Daily. We just did a live with him. Like he pointed out, the defense has been relatively healthy. Yes, Paulson Adebo went out early. Prayers to him. Prayers to him. Marshawn Lattimore ended up leaving later in the game. But, I mean, the defense has been mostly healthy. Yeah, Pete Warner's out. You telling me those couple Pete Warner injuries? Pete Warner. He was holding on to the defense like Spider-Man 2, just holding on.
Clock in, clock out, Pete Warner. You was holding the defense together? Okay, yeah, all right.
That's Will Harris, baby.
All right, bro. Okay, all right. We already have 55 concurrent viewers going right now. Oh, man. I did get something that's semi-encouraging when we were recording with Greg. I'm going to share it right here live on the Saints Block Party podcast live stream for the Denver Broncos recap pod. It says discussions are being, and if you know me, you know if I'm not going to say shit on here on the podcast that doesn't have any type of validity to it. So it says discussions are being had about Dennis Allen's job. Discussions are being had about Dennis Allen's job. I got that 30 minutes ago. Now, the caveat came with kind of the same talk was happening after that the Jags game last year. So is something going to actually happen? Don't know. But discussions are being taking place about Dennis Allen's job.
Look, man, like, this is why this game was so key, because...
Key, bro.
Look, I don't care what you say. Like, even with Gail, people say Gail's not checked in, she doesn't care, whatever. Look, man, owners, this their name, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this their name on the line. You know what I'm saying? It's like Woody Johnson firing Robert Saleh, after that game in London. You know what I'm saying? Like, seeing his team look like that in front of all his friends out in London. And he just like, no, I can't take it. And you can feel how you want if it was a justified firing or not. But I'm just saying, like, owners can take stuff personal, and they have the power. They are basically billionaire fans with power. That's what they are. And,
That's it, bro.
You know,
That's it.
and so it could, it would take something like that for it to happen. But no, right now I don't see it happening because, like you said, there are discussions. So they're having roundtable meetings, collaborating, all that. It's gonna take Gail to throw her purse down on a table, like, look, he gotta go. He got to go. Figure it out.
$5 super chat from Brute saying 3 seasons.
Brute.
3 fucking seasons and still a loser at head coach. But according to Mickey, quote unquote, he's comparable to Hall of Fame coaches. I also gobble his wiener. He added that in the quote.
What? You had me going for a
while. Demon Time Slime, 199 super chat. Rattler, quarterback 1, want to see him with some of the ones. Don't we all?
Bro. Oh my God.
And now,
like
I said, and hinted at potentially on NFL Daily with our dude Greg, sounds like they might be looking to Jake Haener to start against the Chargers. I don't know if that's an injury thing. I don't know if that's a performance thing.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of fine with it until because you taking some bullets, bro.
Let my king rest. Let my king rest, please. TC, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. And if that's not enough TC. Reason, you were outcoached and humiliated on national TV by your predecessor. If DA doesn't go, they have no shame.
Bro. Like, that's embarrassing, bro.
That's like your girl leaving you, going to get another dude, and then she come right in front of your house, and he in the front yard beating it up. Like, you imagine, like you just walking out on the porch, bro. You about to get in your car and go to work. This nigga out there just beating your ex-wife up, just and you just watching like, oh shit, he just really fucking my girl in front of me, huh? This is what's happening. He just gonna give my girl the dick right in front of me, and I can't do nothing about it. Let me take a timeout. Let me take a timeout real quick, and kneel to go to halftime, and then say that I didn't mean to take the time.
What the hell was that? Can somebody explain that to me? Because here's what's happened with normal teams. Normal teams, if they're on the sideline, say the opponent is on the field about to kick a field goal, they're on the sideline with the offensive coach, like, look, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw, let's get these passes in place so we can get to the field goal. We're gonna kick a field goal, but call a timeout here, blah blah blah. That's what most teams do. Good teams.
Normal teams.
What were they doing? Like, what? And even Spencer Rattler's like, what are we doing?
What are we doing? And I know that DA's going to get a lot of, Bajan said, where was this energy on the Greg podcast? Listen, it's called code switching. We can't be talking about DA's girl getting fucked in front of him on NFL Daily, Bajan. Like, we got to read the room, nigga. Can we read the room? Can we read the room?
Yeah, NFL Daily, take it down, bro. We ain't going to do that to Greg, bro. Come on now.
Don't have those niggers on the podcast again. I'm fed up. No. Come on, bro. Like, what we doing, bro? Dean with the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you. Whole team just playing like DA suitcase. That DA suitcase. Me. Meme. Just a poorly coached team. It's Dean. That are you? Listen, if you're a little inebriated, Dean, I understand because I'm like
drunk, bro. Drinking up a cup waters, boy.
Zach, our dudes, $4.99 super chat. Sorry, brothers. I tried starting a Fire Dennis Allen chant in the dome, but there was only Broncos fans left. Oh my God, nigga.
Oh.
It would have been funny as shit if the Broncos fans started chanting it with them, bro. Like just out of just solidarity, bro.
Oh boy.
Can we go back to the timeout before halftime, bro? Can we go back to it real quick?
Please.
One, I feel like our dude Clint Kubiak's not getting enough heat. I get it. Like shit, it's hard. He got Kyle Herbig out at left guard, bro. Don't like an undrafted free agent at left guard. You back up center in Connor McGovern. Right guard, you got Landon Young. Sasa Verde goes out the game injured. But I still cannot get over. I still can't get over. They took a timeout with like 6 seconds left. A timeout, Ryan. And then came out and kneeled the ball to go into halftime. What?
Make it make sense. Somebody make it make sense to me.
I need it, bro.
Did Cat ask him about that? Please, Cat.
Yeah, he side dodged it. Let me go to our. My uncle said the Cutwaters been kicking in. Cutwaters ain't like the Cutwater kick in happened during the game. Like once you get past the Cutwater kick in, you fine. I'm good. So I believe Captain Terrell said. So this is our dude Gene, who's been supporting us for the longest.
Gene's number one.
He said DA was just asked about the timeout before half. He said he wasn't sure who called the timeout or if it was called on the field.
Huh?
This nigga lying in 4K, bro. This nigga lying in 4K, nigga. So either one or two things happen. You called the timeout and you trying to act like you didn't call a timeout, or you don't have control of your football team at all, that people are calling timeouts and you don't even know who called timeout. Either way, you are cooked. Go home, bro. Go home, bro. I can't do it.
How does a head coach not know who calls a timeout? In a final seconds of a half, oh my God, please.
I can't.
Please get rid of this guy. I
can't, bro.
Oh my goodness!
Can we get Rizzy the rest of the season, bro? Just give me Darren Rizzy, bro.
I'll take Joe Woods. Put Joe Woods in.
Oh no, nigga, no.
No good vibes.
No, sir. That is what we're not fucking doing in this bitch. I'll say this: you can't even, at least offensively. I don't care who back there at quarterback. It's Rattler, Hayner, Carr. There were plays in this game where the ball was snapped and he had edge rushers in his lap. The ball was snapped and edge rushers was in his lap.
Even in play action, bro. Even in play action snaps, they're right there. Oh. Said the same thing about knowing that Abrams was
not knowing Abrams was trying to calm out timeout when he was hurt last. Well, did he watch the game, Ryan? Does the head coach of the Saints watch the game, bro?
I need him gone, man. I need him gone, Adam. Out of here. Oh.
Here's the funny thing, bro. The next game that they play, I'm going to be at. There's going to be like 25 of us at that Chargers game, bro.
Oh, boy. 4K, baby.
I swear to God, if Darren Reed is the interim head coach, they win that game. I swear to God they will.
I believe it, bro.
Shout out to TC with the 199 super chat. That timeout should have ended DA's employment. Yes. Scoop Bundy, 499 super chat. Much love.
Thank you, Scoop.
I swear I heard AK on the hot mic just say, just kneel it. These motherfuckers called a play and wasn't even in a kneel formation.
Oh, Jesus. Al Kamara said he's in year 8 and he's never seen fans clear out of the Superdome the way they did. He said, said, I get it. He said, I get it. I would leave too. Oh.
The call is coming from inside the house. Inside the house. I will shout out to Michael Alexander for making this point. Talking about how Kendre Miller, who actually played today, makes something out of nothing. He had some juice, quick 17, with ability to cut and evade guys. How much more do you need to see? He has two of your 3 longest runs by a running back in the game, and he has 3 carries.
They had him one time. He had a nice little run in the beginning, and never saw him again until garbage time.
Garbage time.
You know.
Shout out to Justin for the $2 super chat. Hire Ben Johnson. Oh, I need that Johnson so bad, bro.
Yeah, Ben Johnson, baby.
I need it, bro. I need it. He was quote, like someone asked him, was he worried about putting stuff on film of all and he said the bag deep, bro. He said the bag deep. He said he's not worried, the bag is deep.
Oh.
And here's a point that someone pointed out to me. Sean Payton has had the same playbook for the last 2 decades.
Same shit, bro.
This is the same playbook that Dennis Allen coached against in training camp for years and years and years. Sean Payton didn't change shit about his playbook, bro. And Dennis Allen...
Yeah, we still saw tight ends wide open. And I'm not talking about, like, elite tight ends. I'm talking about Lucas Crawl.
Saints legend.
Lucas Crawl. Wide open. Oh, my God. Like, what is happening, man? What is happening? I mean, look, the Saints defense, at least for the most part, giving up. You know, are they giving up like for the season? Is it because they playing 3 games in 11 days and they just old and wore down? I don't know, but I just don't see how you come back from this. I don't, bro. I don't see how you shake back.
Zach 99 with the $4.99 super chat. Injuries are legit, but you got to be competitive more than 33-3 to use that as an excuse. When the score margin is that great, when the score margin is that great, miss me with that bullshit.
And it's not like Bo Nix is playing out of his mind, and it's not like he's throwing to all-pro wide receivers. He's throwing to former Saints cast-offs. I mean, dudes that couldn't even make our roster. So, like, and look, I mean, as far as Clint goes, man, like, it's rough. You know, it's rough. I don't know how much he can actually do. You know, I mean,
right.
He tried a little creativity with this little end-around thingy that was terrible again. Like, it's just a tough go right now. I mean, there were plays where, like, D linemen were just untouched. It's like the O-line was just opening the door. It's like, can you at least get a hand and, like, make them beat you? They not even beating you. You just open the door, let them walk by. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't know, bro.
I don't know. We have not had a darker recap pod since we started recording. I mean, darker, like, relative, right? Like, it's just football. We'll be all right. But, like, just as a fan of the Saints, we have not had a darker pod. This is our darkest pod. This is the darkest that it's been since we've started recording as a podcast.
I think. I mean, it's funny. You know, Thursday Night Football against the Jags was pretty dark. You know, it was the whole Chris Olave thing.
Here's the thing, though. The thing that really saved DA the last season with those blowouts, Jags, Lions, is that the offense had those fake comebacks.
Mm-hmm.
And the defense kind of kept them in the game. Like, it's a combination of 2 things. One, the defense completely given up. And 2, like, those fake comebacks are not happening. Whether that be injury-related, no wide receivers all hurt, offensive line, whatever it is. Those fake comebacks are not happening. And so now you take those away. Arika in the chat said, this was the worst game I've ever watched in a while.
It's bad. Dude Kevin Bird just said it looked like a game from the 80s. Old Saints game.
You remember that game we played against the Broncos and they started the quarterback who was the receiver, Hinton, bruh? It felt like one of those. It felt like that, bruh.
Yeah, it really did. Except we was on the other side.
Yes.
It's like, can we get out of here, please?
Shout out to Lewis. I just want to say, love you all. The community makes the team worth it. We witnessed history with the paperbacks tonight. but still happy to be here with y'all.
Much love, Lewis.
That's it. That's it.
Much love,
like,
brother.
it's, at the end of the day, it's just football. Like it, I can laugh. Like it. Like it's frustrating just from a sense of, at this point, like I just feel like if they don't fire him, what message does that send to the players in the locker room?
No accountability.
None. I would love to just get like the notification, like as we're recording, that Dennis Allen has been relieved of his duties as head coach, bro. Like, because then it would like shift to like a different type of podcast, bro. Then like it would change everything.
I promise, I don't care what we doing. That emergency podcast coming hot,
bro.
Whenever that notification hits,
hot, nigga.
I'll be in my car. I don't care. Well, man, I'm outside.
What the memes say? I will be there no matter what. Would be there. We'll be there. We said this on NFL Daily with Greg, that, and I don't even know if they could even get this answer, but if they could just leave this season having a solid idea of if they have enough in Rattler, enough that they feel like they don't need to draft a quarterback in the top 10 or not, and let's say they leave the season having the feeling like they have their guy, quote unquote, and they can use that pick on a wide receiver, on a lineman, or whatever. Like, to me, like, that is what the season is about in terms of winning it. But I don't even know how they get to that point with what we've seen from them, like, offensively. You can't evaluate it. You can't evaluate it, bro.
Look, I guess Eric McCoy maybe has maybe 2 more weeks on IR. I mean, we don't know how quickly he'll come back. Taysom Hill looks like he's close. Oh my God, Verde got hurt. Verde was already looking terrible. He got hurt. Some guy named Hagel came in. Who? He came in. He was looking terrible, of course. Cesar Ruiz, I don't know where he's at with his injury, but he should be returning soon. So I think there is help coming. The question is, will Derek Carr be healthy by then, and will they opt to put Derek Carr back in there to try to right the ship, so to speak, of the season? That's what would be interesting to me.
So I'm gonna ask. So this is, I don't know who this is. Doing stuff with CJ. He says, y'all still think Rattler is the future? It depends on how you how are you evaluating this, right? I think that's a fair question.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Does he make rookie mistakes? Absolutely. Yeah. But also, does he show you throws where you see enough where you're just like, yes. I don't think it's fair. Let me reword this, because I know people might listen and misconstrue what I say. To give a fair evaluation of Spencer Rattler or Jake Haener, why not both? You would have to essentially give them the same team that Derek Carr had in week 1 and week 2. Because that's where the true evaluation comes from, right? I have been saying this even back to training camp, is that if Rattler was looking so good in training camp, why was he not getting reps with the ones? Like, it was on my radar. Like, if he's making plays and he's showing out in training camp with the 2s and the 3s, even if it's just a couple of series with the ones, you got to have an idea of what it may look like when he is with the ones, whether it's him or Haener. So, to answer the question that CJ was at, or DJ was asking, do you think I've seen enough for Spencer Rattler to be the future? Yeah, I at least, I'll say at least, has he shown enough that he should make, like, should he be the lead dog in a quarterback competition in training camp next season if they don't draft a rookie quarterback in the first round? Yes. I think he's shown at least enough in a very small sample size.
I agree with that. But look, it's to be determined, man. Like,
it is.
He unfortunately, he is at a moment where he is literally playing with a preseason roster. He is playing with a preseason roster against starting defenses right now, and it's a tough out. You can't get a clear evaluation. You could see some things. You could try to isolate him and isolate the play and see some of the throws he's making, and the throws are there. Like you can go and look and watch. The throws are there. The ball location, the anticipation is there. The mobility is there, but it is hard to watch this
Hard.
offense right now. It is very hard to watch. Um, so hopefully this offense gets a little healthy, and I hope they stick with Rattler, or at least down the line when they get healthy, to see what he really has, so they can answer that question and just know, because I don't care what the answer is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
if he is the guy, that is awesome. If he's not the guy, then we just got to keep making the moves to go find the guy. Like, it just is what it is. I would hate to waste an opportunity like that. You know what I'm saying? It's because that'll just be a missed opportunity to find out. Trying to chase some meaningless win.
We have 99 concurrent viewers going in the chat right now. Where we appreciate y'all.
Love y'all.
We do. Ryan and Adam, despite Rattler being the better quarterback between him and Jake, if Jake wins against the Panthers, do you think the Saints will overlook Rattler? I think what people don't understand, and I think this is very important, Rattler has a lot of fans in the building. A lot of fans in the front office and on the coaching staff. There are just some, and I'll just leave it at that. He has a lot of fans in the building. Now, if they decide to play Jake and against the Chargers and put him out there, I don't even really hate that, because at some point, like, you got to see what you have in either one of the quarterbacks. Like, I think that's actually the logical, smart football move to make. However, I will say this with the caveat: if they put Jake out there and he gets like a Lucas Patrick back, he gets a Chris Olave back, he gets Taysom Hill back, like that, it's a lump-sided evaluation.
Agreed.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna take a small break right now, get to our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. We'll be back after this break. Come back, talk about
I love Underdog Fantasy.
We're struggling, Ryan. Ain't that crazy? Just a tale of two seasons, bro. Like, didn't have a voice because I was going crazy at the Cowboys game, and now vocals are just fine.
Just fine, clear as day.
We'll be back after this break from Underdog Fantasy.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Football is back, and it's here to stay till February. Win up to 1,000 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on your favorite player's stats, touchdowns, passing yards, and more.
I love Underdog Fantasy. I used Underdog Fantasy just last week. The pick was so easy to use. Higher, lower on the Bills Dolphins game. So simple. Could not recommend you using Underdog Fantasy more.
Making picks on Underdog is straightforward, and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com. Sign up with promo code BLOCKPARTY, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code BLOCKPARTY, to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 18 or older, 19 or older in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's 1-800-639-8783, or text NEXT STEP to 53342. New York, call 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY or 467-369.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouthwatering meals. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices. Plus, extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with points. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
We're back. I just saw an interaction on Twitter that I feel like I got to talk about. So like I don't really like calling people out and shit. It's just not my business. It's not my thing I do unless we get provoked. But corny ass Jano Bars on Twitter he tweets, well, Will Lutz got booed out of the building. LOL. That was a tweet. Okay. Will Lutz was, again, searching for his name on Twitter, as Will Lutz does. Like, if you know Will Lutz, you know that he's going to be searching for his name on Twitter all the time. So, because he wasn't at it, he searched for his name on Twitter. He quote tweets the tweet and says, I think we know who was getting booed out of the building. All love, Who That Nation, heart emoji. Ooh. You got... These niggas got Will Lutz in this bitch talking crazy. Whoa.
Let's talk. Let's like, bitch, you fired me. Your garbage ass fired me.
Do you remember that? You remember that shit his agent put out after the trade, bro? Zach Attack 499 super chat. Much love, bro. For Mickey's sake, he better fire DA. That Saints Block Party podcast or meetup in November is just around the corner. We will come strong with that hashtag fire DA flag from Cali. Listen, if DA is the head coach of the Saints come the meetup game, the Falcons game, bruh.
Oh, we started that chant.
Oh, it's
We started that chant.
We starting it, and you will be able to hear it from your TV. I swear to God, you will. I swear to God.
How should it go? Should it be fire Dennis Allen or fire DA? I like fire DA.
I like fire DA. You can't give a lot of people too many syllables. You got to keep it simple. Fire D. Oh! I'm already getting turned up, bro. We have 88 concurrent viewers on right now, 300 views on this recap pod, where it's probably the saddest game and darkest game in Saints. I won't say in Saints history, but at least since we have started recording the Saints podcast.
Oh yeah.
Dante said Lutz like Denzel on American Gangster. They tried to kill my wife. Jay Sean said it should be a hashtag fire that nigga chant instead. I don't know what much else to talk about, Ryan. Like I just don't. Like I don't know where we go from. Like at the very least, I'll say this. The only sliver lining that there currently is, and obviously it may change come Sunday, but they have a top 10 pick in the draft, and they probably gonna be picking. Here's the question: like how high they gonna end up picking, Ryan? How high? How high?
I don't know, man.
Let's
for a win right now.
I'm about to pull up the schedule. I swear. Let's see. Remaining schedule. It's a meetup game. It's bound to happen. Okay. So the next games they have the Chargers, the Panthers, Falcons game, meetup game, Browns, bye week, Rams, Giants, Commanders, Green Bay, Raiders, Bucks.
Bro.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I mean, maybe the Panthers. Maybe. I know we're gonna beat the Falcons. Raiders, maybe. So 3 more, that put us at 5.
5 wins, nigga.
So that's about a what? That's about a 6 round. I mean, a
Six overall, 5 overall, depending on the league. Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Dark, bruh.
Dark. Should they?
Go ahead.
We keep getting the question. Man, the Saints need to start hauling off assets. Need to start trading assets. How would you approach that? Because look, we know nobody's beating down the building for
Correct.
a lot of the players we got, but you should be able to get something. And should you go that route? Should you go the just get whatever we can route, or do you just kind of go piece by piece and maybe release some guys that want to go somewhere else and
It's so tough, man. I would say this, like I would take a 5th round pick for Chase Young right now.
For real.
Like Detroit, here, Dan Campbell. Maybe he can help y'all out, but give me a 5th, we good. I know, like, I feel like there's a sense of like trading AK, trading Marshawn. I get that, but I have some hesitancy with that because, and I'm just using this coach as an example. I'm not saying that anything's going to happen. I'm just using him as an example. But if you get someone like Mike Vrabel in the building as head coach, I feel like that's a player that Marshawn would, 1, want to play for, and 2, that's a coach that would use him appropriately, like he should be being used. And so I don't know about just doing a whole fire sale. Plus, I heard a couple of days ago, like, the league ain't really banging down the door for Saints players anyway. They just don't have any valuable assets. And we haven't really talked about this. Paulson Adebo. Like, I cannot think of like a worst case scenario for a player.
Oh man, worst
case. He was not playing. Like, he got turnovers, he got interceptions, but like all in all, his play for the season was terrible in terms of like the penalties and the holding and all that, and costing games, or at least for sure the Falcons game and all that. And then in a contract year, he breaks his leg. It just sucks. It sucks all around.
It sucks, man. Like Brian said on the Zoom, he went from probably getting a $60-70 million contract next year from us, another team, whoever, to probably getting a 1-year deal, prove it deal. You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
That's tough to see, especially a guy who like he played really well last year, bet on himself this year. That's tough to see. I hate to see it, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I don't like seeing that. But yeah, man, it's tough because Saints don't have a lot of assets. I would not even attempt to trade AK just out of respect, bro. Like,
right,
let him leave and go find greener pastures because he's if they don't bring it back this year, would he want to come back? I don't know. I know he wanted to come back, but will he want to? Maybe it depends on what they do, coaching wise or whatever. Marshawn Lattimore, who knows? Like, you bring in a Mike Vrabel, maybe Marshawn Lattimore's like, interesting or whatever. Demario Davis, is it time to move on from him? I think that's kind of up to him. Cam Jordan, he's cooked. Tyrann Mathieu, they extended him. I'm like, I mean, look, he get picks, great leader, smart guy, but, man, defense is slow. They need speed on defense. They need hitters. They need physicality. They need stamina. This team need a lot of work, bro. And they're, $75-80 million over the cap next year. We know how they work the cap. They'll be able to
get to work, Kai.
They got to get to work, but just to be in that level and not be a playoff contention team and to be, that's bad business right there. That's bad business. And I hate the salary cap talk and the nerds. Like, and salary cap. I hate that stuff, but that's bad business. Like, that is not what you extend your, you charge it to the credit card or whatever they like to say it. That's not what you're doing it for. You're doing it to be in contentions. You know what I'm saying? And it just goes to show. I think it was Jordan, forgot the guy name, Jordan Reed. He said it perfectly. Let me see if I can find the tweet. Basically said, the side of Saints view themselves. What did he say? Perfectly said, man. I'm sorry, this is bad podcasting right here.
My favorite.
Anyway, Jordan Reed said it somewhere. I can't find it. Shit.
I'm also gonna point out of how bad teams become bad and stay bad. Okay, I'm gonna go back to 2020. I want to name all these players from 2020 to 2024 that they've drafted. Okay, gonna name them all. 22. So this was with Sean Payton and Ireland and what have you. So that 2020 draft was Cesar Ruiz, Zach Bond, Adam Troutman, Tommy Stevens. Okay. 2021. Peyton Turner, Pete Warner, Paulson Adebo, Ian Book, Landon Young, Quan Baker. 2022. Chris Olave, Trevor Penning, Alante Taylor, DeMarco Jackson, Jordan Jackson. 2023. Brian Bresee, Isaiah Foskey, Kendre Miller, Nick Salaverde, Jake Hainer, Jordan Howden, A.T. Perry. 2024. Talisi Fuaga, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Spencer Rattler, Bub Means, Jalen Ford, Christian Boyd, Josiah Ekstrom.
Tough, man. 2023 looks to be, have some promise. 2024, I'm sorry, looks to have some promise. But outside of that, man, that is rough.
You got Olave, Penning, and Taylor from the 2022 class. Warner, who I need someone to fucking sit someone in the Saints front office down and explain that Pete Warner extension to me. I need it explained to me.
They got $8 million a year for what?
Adebo, who for a third round pick was playing well, and this is by far seems like to be his worst season. You cannot operate how the Saints operate in terms of the cap and draft poorly and miss on free agent signings. You can't do that. And they have done both of those in conjunction. And that mixed in with bad head coaching, not just bad head coaching, like top tier, terrible head coaching. This is why they sit at 2-5 right now.
Yep. With no win in sight. Jordan Reed said he was quote tweeting Bill Barnwell, who was going on a salary cap ramp. Yeah, I know. But Jordan Reed said, great example of a team with zero self-awareness, hamster wheel of mediocrity and short-sighted cap issues.
Yep. Self-scouting, bro. Self-scouting.
Zero self-awareness. Just not a self-aware team, bro.
None.
Going out there getting Derek Carr you just a piece away. Oh, man, we just get Derek Carr in here. Think about that. We just get Derek Carr up in here, boy. We going places.
And that goes back to the notion of people being held accountable, because the Saints had a contract out for Derek Carr that was reasonable. It was a reasonable contract. And Derek Carr's agent put that tweet out. He's visiting with the Jets again. And DA goes above everyone's head. He goes above everyone's head and demands that they offer him that 4-year, $150 million contract. The future of the team looks even marginally different if they were able to sign Derek Carr with the contract that they had on the table for him.
Oh, yeah. No question. No question.
We got 101 concurrent viewers in the chat right now. Just pure sickos. We can't go much longer, guys.
I'm about to pass out, man.
We worn out. Worn out. Swear to God, we worn out. But feel like there's really not much more we could say. It is what it is. Like, now I'll say this though. If I wake up and that Ian Rappaport, Adam Schefter tweet on my phone, bruh, and to say that the Saints have parted ways with Dennis Allen, bruh, I don't care where you at, nigga. I'm sending the invite, nigga. I'm sending the invite.
Remember that? You know that clip when I think that was a Kobe farewell game where everybody, Jay-Z in the crowd, and Snoop Dogg. It's gonna be us, bro. Hype,
bruh. Nigga, I don't care if you at work, nigga. We need to drop it immediately.
Bro, I will be at work doing my work while doing it.
He's gone, Adam. He gone. Yes, that's all we can hope for. But until that happens, this is your 2024 New Orleans Saints. This is them.
Where we at?
This is them.
Where we at, man?
But don't face this team by yourself. This community is special. There's 105 concurrent viewers on right now to just give you the idea of how special this community is. If you're not a subscriber on YouTube, subscribe. Make sure you have your notifications on, because so you get notifications when we go live. If you're not a Patreon, become a Patreon. Just $1 a month. In just a couple of weeks, even with all this going on with the Saints, we still gonna have 30 plus people in New Orleans for a Saints Block Party podcast meetup.
Having fun, just enjoying each other.
Here's the crazy thing. When this team, at some point, and it's going to happen, when this team becomes good again and fun again and exciting.
I can't wait.
I
can't wait. We got a little small taste of it earlier this season. Just a little tiny taste.
Just a little bit of it.
But when we really that, when we really a good team, man, you will want to be a part of this community.
You will. I swear you will. So whether it's Patreon, we have a YouTube membership, which $4.99 a month. Patreon, you can start at just $1 a month. Join this community. Even regards to the team, the vibes, the people, the community is amazing. Absolutely amazing. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. All 103 who are tuning in and watching this right now. Pure sickos. We love all our sickos. We will be back next week, probably recording on Tuesday or Wednesday for the preview pod for the Chargers game. I'm actually going to be in New Orleans next weekend, not to watch the Saints. It's T Swift in New Orleans time. Not worried about the Saints. Fly back on Saturday, a day before the Saints Chargers game, and then we're going to be 25 deep for the West Coast mini Saints SBP meetup for the Chargers game at SoFi, watching Saints Chargers. Who's going to be quarterback? Spencer Rattler, Derek Carr, Jake Haener? I don't know. I really don't know. But all we got is the community, and that's all that matters ultimately. But we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We will be back next week. If you did not listen to the NFL Daily that we recorded with Greg Rosenthal, make sure you go check that out. We'll be back next week for the Chargers Saints preview pod. With that, we are out.
Peace.
Hardy Fiber Cement Siding is proven to withstand water, pests, and fire better than wood-based siding. And it looks better while doing it. Hardy Siding has been chosen for 10 million homes and counting. See the proof at jameshardy.com.